That's better. Waited for work to call today, but I've been snubbing out.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
You have a plan, Commander? If not, may I suggest unrestrained carnage tends to grab people's attention.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
We're the only ones who can stop her from causing the deaths of millions.
I don't trust the Order to do so. They've appeared perpetually wrong-footed since Bassar took office. Perhaps that's part of some strategic long-term plan, but I wouldn't rely on it.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Okay. I'm not worried as our team. We can handle anything. Whatever they throw at us, no match for our weapons. Here's something. Any idea what we'll face more specifically?
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms?
We could bring Niles.
Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. And DeVries had him building a bomb. She obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. But he didn't leave us room to show him any grace neither. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
I try not to dwell on the past.
No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
You and Victor are too great of a
True. But DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
You still can. Stay focused on being the best agent you can be.
I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
I'll consider it.
That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
The hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well. May the plan favor us against long odds.
30% magazine size. And if you die, you can pay money to continue. I want to buy this. Let's see what it looks like. That was my personal favorite. Crit damage and chance. It's hard to argue with that. Let's see. I do kind of like that one. Scales with the speech skill. This is still one of my favorites. I did just buy this one. More bullets, man. I think that's really good. Especially on a gun that has as many. I spent all day looking at this. I'm probably just gonna stick with this one. Even though I did just buy this one. Should get customized this a little bit. Every time I put it on, I get a little sound effect. That's funny. Let's see what we got for you. 20% damage resistance, 20% chance. What's more damage, man? Oh no. Oh, this is how everything looks. That's oh, that is funny. Yeah, never mind. Oh, that is terrible. That's still insane. Meh. Give me the range, I guess. Increased healing and additional weapon slots. Weak spot damage finder. Or this guy, 30% base. I just do not like that hat, man. Sounds good. I really wish I had a fucking sniper. Let's go to the bench. Bring some stuff It'd be great if I was a sniper, but I'm not. It's jackets. Makes the Spider-Mans. Save it. So we gotta go back to there. Get some stairs here. sell it. Lots of bats.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Wasted. On your command.
Dude. Oops.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot is stationed in Gold.
Shop here to acquire fine food for cheap. Welcome to our stall. We hope this is the first meal you ever have in your life. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
For a special brand of alcohol, Iceberg Age Whiskey.
Yes, Iceberg Aged Whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Palo. Current customer is not Prospero Palo. Unit cannot vend to current customer.
Are you sure? Let's put something in with the consumption.
Unit is not familiar with that recipe. Scanning. Customer has not transfigured into Prospero Palo since last visit. Unit cannot vend alcohol until this occurs. Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging all vending restrictions. Eliminating one restriction. Vending Iceberg Aged Whiskey complete. Thank you for your patronage. All wares were at some point cooked fresh.
I better test one just to make sure. I want to test my boss, make sure
For either extremity. My friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe? Everyone knows that the Free Market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure. With nothing to live for, the aggrieved captain sent the Free Market into a suicidal tailspin. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again. And now I must get ready for my set.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison? Oh, sure. Got it right behind the bottled gold and spiced silver. No, I ain't got any fancy booze for our in-house drunkard. And if he wants to know if I do, he should come and ask me himself. Or better yet, focus on his upcoming set.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind?
Normally I charge for tests like this.
Just trust me and go give it a look.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct like from Bastion. Middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charm.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live Arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
I thought Sub Rosa was supposed to see me as a friend. Why make me jump through hoops?
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body. Though, when it comes to Protectorate Arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics. I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
I shall in time, when fewer prying ears abound.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
You've nothing to fear from me, friend. Honor among thieves, all that.
Stick with Sub Rosa. We're the fun, shady organization.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
The agent of the Protectorate would only lower themselves to work with a third party. Why do you want to travel with me?
I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Supreme Arbiter. Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less than I'd hoped, but it was at least a start. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship, and no support.
Do you think killed her?
I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Suffice it to say, for now, that I fear the true killer is within the Protectorate.
How do I know I can trust you?
I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, the pact would be nigh unbreakable, barring some extreme action on your part.
Has the Protectorate sanctioned this investigation?
My colleagues have accepted that her death was a natural one. Questioning an explanation of that nature is foolish, dangerous even. Nonetheless, the circumstances of her death trouble me. I cannot allow myself to accept the explanation that's been put forth without investigating to the fullest of my abilities.
Suppose I'm convinced you can accompany me, but you need to follow my orders.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
I will be dealing with people of multiple factions. No killing them without my go-ahead.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end.
Seems reasonable.
Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Fine. But if this uptight tin can swings that hammer anywhere near me, there's gonna be trouble.
Please crowd wait for us at the ship locks.
All right, but don't come to me with tears if your new friend decides to judge you the moment I've gone.
Let us be off, Commander. Ah!
Recruited all companions. Oh, cool. All right, that's all of them. And then journal. Good to the archivist. Stalwart.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared?
I think I've collected all the information I'm going to get.
Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end?
Local gossip. Some documents in the Sub Rosa archives seem to record an enemy agent causing the crash.
It sounds like Auntie's choice security measures leave something to be desired. I'll mark that down. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments?
The crowd tried to overpower the captain, but then we had to stop her.
An incompetent captain and an incompetent crew. Tisk tisk. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened?
Auntie's leadership put a salvage contract on the ship and stripped it after the crash.
Scuttling an entire freighter and killing hundreds, all for a few extra bits. Interesting to know. Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help.
So what did you conclude from what I gave you?
Auntie's Choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
I thought you were compiling a historical report.
I am! If Free Market Station survives the war, this will be a very important historical account. But if the Order fails in Arcadia, none of that will matter. I'm just making the most of what you gave me.
Perspective. Put in some good words. Dear fellows. Put some good words with your fellows. I'm not doing those.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Anyone willing to further the Order's aims should be treated as a friend, in my mind. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again.
So that's all done. So now we have Paradise Island. Can help Asa. Closed opportunity.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage?
saw the explosion from the landing pad. The officer over there asked me how to use it.
Help, huh? Well, that would be greatly appreciated. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of Zeranium poisoning. And the coils on our autodocs have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal.
I have them right now.
How fortuitous. This feels like my first bit of luck in ages. Fantastic. That is enough to repair another autodoc. This will set us up for a long while. Not that many more, and we'll be able to tend to the rest of the wounded. Still, if you find any more, please bring them my way. It would be marvelous to have spares.
I've been laid up same as those troopers, and I don't wish that kind of suffering on them.
Welcome back. With your help, we've nearly got our last autodoc functioning again. Tell me you have more coils for me.
Not yet, but I think so.
Well, it's not...
Fusion, starter plus. Seconds at 792. Double that if you're closer to death. I think that's better. First one. Three on the top. Alright, let's just start.
Fill your lamp, Somiaza. Just see whatever's going on in that blended brain pan of yours.
I've got to ask, have you ever mistakenly referred to the Protectorate as the Directorate? Or the Directorate as the Protectorate?
No, never.
Not even once? Come on, sure you have. You can tell me.
Could I asked?
Did I grab them? Yes, or no? Pretty sure I'm satisfied with that. So then...
Welcome back. With your help, we've nearly got our last auto dock functioning again. Tell me you have more coils for me. Remarkable. That is enough to get all of the auto docks back up and running. With them, we can save all the remaining wounded. Words can't begin to express my gratitude. I and all of Auntie's choice. Thank you.
Well, all right then. We did some good. In between all the killing. We should feel proud of ourselves.
All right, back to the ship. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's see this one. Paradise.
going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
This idiot obviously thinks I will just kill myself on his say-so. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it.
Maybe we should be so nice.
Why the fuck not?
Damn it.
Got trouble, mate.
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
Couldn't the message have been faked?
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised. I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think.
You say that, but are you sure you never got killed in Ziegler in a cell?
Of course not. What a ridiculous question.
It's okay to admit it.
You think that I'm like you, but I'm no longer bound by social restraints or pedestrian things like regret. So were I even to imply I felt remorse, that I wish I'd perhaps approached this with a more logical bent and not slaughtered these loyal Dawn members, it would mean nothing.
Official order or not, they should have known better than to us.
Damn straight they should have.